Would you invest rupees 2 crore into a multi-cap PMS? If nearly 80% of the portfolio was actually invested in mid and small cap stocks, that's the question we will answer today. The Avestha long-term growth PMS has delivered impressive long-term returns, is managed by one of the most experienced portfolio managers in the industry, and charges a relatively investor-friendly fee. But beneath those headline numbers lies a much more concentrated portfolio than many investors may expect. Let's take a closer look. Welcome to holisticinvestment.in. First, let us look at the fund snapshot. Launched in November 2017, benchmarked against the S&P BSE 500 TRI, minimum investment of rupees 2 crore, asset under management of about 1430 crore, a concentrated portfolio of just 16 stocks. The strategy follows a buy and hold approach and describes itself as a sector agnostic. However, the actual portfolio tells a different story. Nearly 79% is invested in mid and small cap companies, while defense alone accounts for almost one-fourth of the portfolio. Investment philosophy. The investment philosophy is straightforward. Identify fundamentally strong businesses with sustainable growth, healthy balance sheet, and efficient capital allocation. Stock selection is driven by bottom-up research rather than sector allocation. Yet, the end result is a highly concentrated portfolio with significant exposure to just a few sectors. Whether that's intentionally or simply the outcome of conviction investing, investors should understand the level of concentration they are buying into. Next, suitability. This PMS may suit if you have a long investment horizon of at least 7 to 10 years. You are looking for high conviction satellite allocation. You are comfortable with significant mid and small cap exposure. You can tolerate periods of high volatility. However, this PMS may not suit you if you expect genuine multi-cap diversification. You are a conservative investor. You prefer investing gradually through SIPs or STPs, and you are uncomfortable with concentrated sector exposure. Next, performance review. The strategy has delivered positive alpha over the 2-year, 3-year, 5-year, and since inception period. Those are encouraging numbers. However, the last 12 months tell a different story. The PMS lost nearly 4% while the benchmark remained almost flat. It is also important to remember that the attractive since inception return was significantly boosted by one extraordinary year in 2021 when the portfolio gained more than 52%. That doesn't diminish the achievement, but investors should avoid assuming those conditions will repeat. Next, calendar year performance. The calendar year returns reveal a classic high conviction strategy. 2021 was exceptional, 2023 and 2024 were also very strong, but 2025 turned negative. The current 1-year performance has also weakened considerably. This reinforces one important point. A concentrated portfolio can significantly outperform during favorable market conditions, but it can also underperform just as sharply when the cycle changes. Next, fee reality. One area where Avestha compares favorably is pricing. The fixed management fee is just 1%, along with a modest 5% performance fee protected by a high watermark. That's lower than many competing PMS strategies. However, there is no hurdle rate. That means performance fees begin once gains exceed the previous high watermark rather than after achieving a minimum return. Even so, the fee structure remains relatively investor-friendly compared with most PMS offerings. Next, let us look at an illustration. Based on a 3-year recent numbers, a 50 lakh investment would have grown to nearly 98 lakhs in 5 years, compared with roughly around 93 lakhs through a passive index fund. That's a meaningful advantage, but investors should remember these projections are based on recent averages, not guarantees. Future returns could look very different depending on market conditions. Next, zero-based thinking test. Here is one question every investor should ask. Knowing everything you know today, would you invest rupees 2 crore into this exact 16 stock portfolio? Forget your original investment, forget past gains, evaluate only today's opportunity. If today's portfolio wouldn't convince you to invest, then it's worth asking why are you continuing to hold it? Next, decision factor scorecard. The positives are clear: strong long-term alpha, highly experienced fund manager, competitive fee structure, long manager continuity. The concerns are equally important: weak recent performance, significant concentration, heavy mid and small cap allocation despite a multi-cap label, elevated volatility, and weaker downside protection. Overall, the strategy earns credit for conviction but demands equally high conviction from investors. Next, core portfolio architecture. Every PMS should answer one question: what role does it play in my portfolio? This is clearly not a core holding. Instead, it works better as a satellite allocation alongside diversified mutual funds. If you already have broad market exposure through mutual funds, this PMS can provide differentiated exposure, but only if you are intentionally seeking concentrated risk, not diversification. What a genuine PMS should look like. A quality PMS should ideally provide a portfolio that matches its stated mandate, clear differentiation from mutual funds, consistent alpha across market cycles, transparent risk metrics, a manager who clearly explains the portfolio's current positioning. These principles matter far more than headline return alone. Next, exit considerations. There is no exit load regardless of when you exit. However, since the portfolio contains only 16 stocks with substantial exposure to small companies, exiting a large investment all at once may have liquidity implications. A phased exit can often be more practical and tax efficient. Long-term capital gains above rupees 1.25 lakhs taxed at 12.5%, short-term capital gains taxed at 20% plus cess. Quick summary: what works and what doesn't work. First, what works: strong long-term alpha, experienced and stable fund manager, competitive fee structure, high conviction investment approach. What doesn't: weak recent performance, very concentrated portfolio, heavy mid and small cap exposure despite the multi-cap label, high volatility and downside risk. Here are the key takeaways. The strategy has delivered genuine long-term alpha. Recent performance has weakened meaningfully. The portfolio is far more concentrated than its category label suggests. The fee structure is attractive, but concentration increases risk. Investor should evaluate today's portfolio and not rely solely on past performance. Here is our final verdict. The Avestha long-term growth PMS is not a typical multi-cap strategy. It is better understood as a high conviction, concentrated small and mid-cap portfolio managed by an experienced investor with a credible long-term track record. For the right investor, that can be strength. For the wrong investor, it can become an uncomfortable surprise during market corrections. The key question isn't whether the fund has performed well in the past. It's whether you are deliberately choosing a concentrated portfolio with meaningful sector and market cap risk, or simply assuming you are buying a diversified multi-cap PMS because that's what the label suggests. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment option or related to your financial goal, don't hesitate to book a free appointment with our financial planners. The link to the free booking is given in the description box below. Also, will you be interested to attend any insightful investment webinar? Then feel free to register for the upcoming enlightening investment webinar. It is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give us thumbs up. Also, share it with your social circle. If you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now.